What was the fastest way you've seen someone ruin their life? There was this guy from my school, Dean. Everyone knew him, not because he was particularly smart or athletic or anything, but because he was just loud. Always trying to impress people, always pushing things just a little too far. He was the kind of guy who'd copy your homework and still manage to get a lower grade than you somehow. Never really violent, but definitely the kind of kid who thought rules were optional if he made people laugh breaking them. After we graduated, well, after most of us graduated, Dean stuck around town. Didn't work much, dabbled in petty stuff, bit of shoplifting, selling weed that was mostly oregano, getting kicked out of the local pub for stealing tips off the bar. It was all small-time, dumb stuff, and most of us figured he'd either grow out of it or get caught doing something too stupid to ignore. Turns out it was the second one. One afternoon, Dean decided he was going to rob a corner shop. Not for anything big, he just wanted quick cash. No mask, no plan, just rode up on his BMX wearing a hoodie with the logo of the secondary school we all went to. This place wasn't even out of the way. It was on a main road with CCTV near a bus stop and across the street from a school. He parked his bike out front and walked in like he was just grabbing a drink, except he wasn't. He pulled out a knife, kitchen style, probably from his mom's drawer, and pointed it at the guy behind the counter. The guy, Raj, had run that shop for 15 years, knew everyone, had seen people try to walk out without paying for crisps or sneak cigarettes into their coat pockets. But this was different. This was Dean, a kid Raj probably sold Haribo to 10 years ago, now standing in front of him waving a dull kitchen knife. Raj didn't even flinch. He just looked at Dean and said, "No." Dean kind of stood there for a second, unsure of what to do. He waved the knife a bit more, like that would change anything. Raj didn't move, didn't open the till, just crossed his arms and stared. Dean panicked. He didn't take any money. He didn't smash anything or make a scene. He just grabbed a pack of gum, Wrigley's I think, and bolted. Ran straight out the door and disappeared down the street. Only problem was, in his panic, he forgot something kind of important. His bike. He'd left it leaning against the window, and in his mad dash to escape with his 99p pack of gum, he completely blanked on it. So Raj called the cops, gave them the CCTV footage, pointed at the bike, gave them a full description. They came out pretty quick. Armed robbery tends to bump you up the list a bit, even if nothing was taken. Raj was still giving his statement when Dean came jogging back up to the shop. No attempt to disguise himself. Same hoodie, same face, just casually strolled up like it was all a misunderstanding and started unlocking the bike. That was the exact moment two officers were walking out of the shop. They recognized him immediately. He tried to make up some story about how the bike wasn't his and he was just checking it out, or had left it earlier and didn't know there was a robbery. I don't even think he believed what he was saying. They arrested him on the spot. The whole thing was in and out of court in less than a month. CCTV, a witness, fingerprints on the knife, which he dropped in a nearby bin because of course he did, and his own confession after an hour of interrogation. He got 2 years, 2 actual years in prison, for threatening a man with a knife and stealing a single pack of gum. I don't know what he thought was going to happen. That he'd grab the cash drawer, ride off on his bike like some low-budget action movie and no one would notice? That Raj would just roll over and say, "Sure, take it all"? That a pack of gum was somehow a consolation prize? We all saw the CCTV when it made the rounds online. Still gets passed around in group chats every now and then when someone mentions doing something dumb. Don't Dean it, people say. It's become a whole expression. Fastest way I ever saw someone ruin their life. He walked into that shop thinking he'd be in and out in 5 minutes with a couple $100. Instead, he got a criminal record, 2 years in prison, and his name plastered across local news as the idiot who held up a corner shop and left his bike behind.